I'll RTP on a public Minecraft server and bump into some stranger's house. And every time I see the stranger's house, it's always just a wooden box. Sometimes you'll have one with a roof on it. And look, I'm not here to judge you on how good you are at building stuff in Minecraft. It's just that, look, I'm an artist in real life, and things like that just get on my nerves, okay? This kind of thing happens with me in real life too, because, I mean, just look at a Victorian house compared to a modern day house. The difference is fucking atrocious. But anyways, enough with this emotionless ranting. I'm here to show you guys this house right here. It's very detailed. The inside's filled out. All these little different things I placed on the walls and the windows and the roof and everything else. Very, very detailed house, and I'll show you guys how I do this. First things first, I have to show you guys the original version of the house, which is this right here. This is the comparison between the two, and it's very different. This house is completely empty, there's just nothing in it, and it's just a box. It speaks of nothingness. Anyways, first things first, whenever I design a house, I have to make it kind of big, because bigger houses means you have more room to play around, more room to just kind of like add stuff. So that's why the house is like this specific size. Compared to my character, it's really large, that way I can have all sorts of rooms on the inside and detail the outside. So whenever I make floors, it's 2 blocks thick right here, as you can see. I do this so I can have a roof and a floor that don't really affect each other. So if I want my roof to be this color, and then I want my floor to be this color, you can do this by having floors that are like 2 blocks thick. Another use for this is you can place lights on the roof that way, and then they don't pop out on the next floor above it. The next thing I like to do is I like to use a specific block to line up with the floor and pop out on the wall. And the reason I do this is because whenever I design houses, I have this kind of border area where the outside decorations meet up with the line that marks the floor. So this is second floor detailing right here, and this is first floor detailing. As you can see, I also use these pillars that are made of acacia wood. Acacia logs are very nice because they have this gray color that goes really well with cobblestone. And on the acacia log pillars, I have chiseled stone that goes on the lineup with the floor. Using the acacia pillars, I have this sort of section laid out for each part of the wall with the windows. And then I just fill that area in with all kinds of this interesting detail, pattern, sort of shebang, you know. And then for the roof, I have this sort of area that like sticks out a little more. So right here is the wall, and then 2 blocks out is the roof, and then 1 block in is the shingles, which I like to use deep slate tiles for because they look like shingles on a real house. And then on the roof, I have a larger window, and I use cobblestone stairs to make the window look more round and fancy, kind of like the window you'd see on a big floor or a roof floor and all that. I use stairs to make a kind of swirly decoration right here. There's not much to say about the yard other than it's a yard with an extremely detailed fence. I don't know, I like it. I like it. And of course the yard needs an entrance, and speaking of entrances, I want this door to look fancy. Because there's no giant doors in Minecraft, but you can add these like little decorations around the door that make it look much more impressive. Yeah, so essentially I make a second layer on the wall, and then I have 2 floors, and place everything there, and boom, that's how I detail houses. Alright, so now it's time for the tour on the inside. We're just gonna clean this up real quick. You never saw that. Of course, I have this little area right here, kind of like a deck. Sticks out, makes everything look nice. The entrance to your house looks more grand and fancy when you have this. Anyways, we enter, and as you can see, I've already got a build hack here, which is a shaggy carpet. How you do this is you use fire coral fans, mangrove slab, and water underneath, because coral fans need water to survive, and using a waterlogged block that they can grow on, it still gets the water and stays its vibrant color. I use candles to light up certain sections of my house because lanterns all over the place, it just gets boring and repetitive really quick. And of course, the stairs that go up, and a display case. Now, this display case build, you can use pistons to shove glass onto armor stands, and that's how you can make a display case. I would like to mention that the armor on this is all fully enchanted. Professionals have standards, okay? And now, while I'm fixing this build, I guess I'll show you how to make it. So first off, you need a piston and a redstone block, or any kind of thing that activates a piston. And again, this is why having double layered floors is helpful, because then you can do this without damaging anything on the top floor. So essentially, you do that, then that. Very simple, very easy. Also, if you guys are excited for the armor trimming, let me know in the comments. And of course, we have first bedroom and a skull. I have good taste. So here's the first bedroom. Very simple, very basic. You got a chest that won't open. Okay, there you go. And a bed, carpet. Very simple. You get a view of the yard and 2 whole windows. One you get to sleep by, look out of. And again, the outside detailing really makes the windows feel more fancy. Then of course there's the backyard entrance where I can play soccer with all my imaginary friends. And that's floor 1. Let's go up to floor 2, and immediately I would like to say that I like this floor a lot. This is a grandfather clock. There's a lot of build tutorials on how you can make one of these, but they are very cool. And again, double layered floors means that you can make carpet in places that carpet can't be there. A shelf full of crap I found on adventures, a chest full of the finest tastes in music. I'm into some weird shit, okay. And again, another shelf full of stuff, creeper head, candles, and whatever the fuck this is. Here's a picture of a guy I broke out of prison once. It was a fun memory. Adding, like, color to the place, it livens the place up, but adding too much color can be a problem. So I use little colors to make everything blend in, but also still pop out. If that makes any fucking sense. Here's the second bedroom. It's a lot smaller, more claustrophobic. I love it. And we got some kind of blue colored bed. And yeah. Wouldn't be a good house with a nice kitchen with a checkered floor, because let's be honest, every kitchen needs a checkered floor. A nice storage system to keep all your shit intact. Of course, we have a flower. Put any kind of flower you like. You know, there's all kinds of flowers in Minecraft. You can put a wither rose in there. That's one of my favorites. It could be like Walter White. Put Lily of the Valley there. And that is the second floor. Now here is the top floor. It's a bit more dusty looking, a bit darker, which is why I use less lighting. And again, new color of candles. Roof access right here, because roof access is great. Whenever you have a house in Minecraft, roof access is important, because if you have enemies sneaking into your base to kill you, you need a way to get out. Then of course, my lovely dining table. Doesn't this just make you hungry? We got cake, pumpkin, a person I killed, chicken, stew, rabbit, all kinds of delicious stuff. And I don't really know what this is, but it's up to your interpretation. We got nice candles on the cake, and this is a little build trick you can do right here. We got, I use flower pots to look like cups. Chandelier in a big open room. Always a great idea. These nice archway things made of cobblestone. Also, earlier, as I said about how the roof kind of sticks out from the normal house, I can use the border of the floor to kind of decorate the house. Then, of course, there's a storage room, because storage? I mean, of course, you could use a basement for storage, but this is a super flat world, and I can't make a basement. Then we have a second roof access, which goes to the tippy top of the house. And that is the entire house in all of its glory. And I hope this video gave you some ideas of how you could like space out certain things in your house. Always build the box first and then throw on the details. That is my advice on making an overly detailed house. But anyways, I'm talking too much and I'm afraid that my viewers are gonna find me annoying. So if you thought that was cool, I'm glad. You have a great day. Goodbye.